So I'm streaming this on my. I'm gonna stream this too on my platform also.
Yeah, that was the purpose of me doing. So TP streams also, and so I
Mm-hmm.
went back to Restream because it allows them more flexibility so they can stream it. But when I
Okay.
tell you this thing on a cell phone, it will burn a cell phone battery down.
Yeah,
I
it did
was,
that the first time I was on it.
so I was just like that. I think it was like maybe 6, 7 months ago. We went away from it because it just kept burning. In the middle of a podcast, everybody's cell phone would be gone. So I was like, yeah, we'll just go back until I find a better option. We'll go back to Zoom, but I don't really like Zoom because I'm limited in what I do with Zoom. So I was just like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and try Restream. And it's been cool. Long as like you got your phone plugged in and you using a computer, it's cool.
Yeah.
But just out and about on your cell phone, nah, that's not gonna work.
Okay. Yeah, we gonna start this thing. I'm gonna text us say we gonna start it on Monday. So I didn't expect us to be on a live for like almost 5 hours yesterday.
Dang. Hey, buddy. I know you're getting ready to go to bed. I love you. All right. Have a good day at
What up,
school tomorrow.
LD?
Okay. All right. Bye. Yeah, that boy about to get me killed. He don't he don't understand the things that he say to his mama. Me and his mama not together, so he got to say things in a certain way so it don't come up. Cause like his mama dry and point blank, I'm dry point blank. We got to teach him to do better, cause he just say stuff. So he told his mama, I don't know what they was doing, but he told his mama he wanted to come live with me.
Yeah.
So she called and told me. She was like, I didn't feel no type of way. I was like, yes, you did, because you was saying. So let me find out. Let me find out what all he had to say. Man, when I
he,
tell you,
he aired it out.
he was like, well, it's all these women in the house, yada yada. I was like, all right, cool. We'll spend more time together as soon as school get out. But woof, when I tell you, I was under the gun. Hey, Ladarius.
What
Hey,
up? What
Marlo.
up?
What you at the softball game? All right. Do you want me to send? Do you got your cell phone plugged in? I'll send the link to your cell phone. All right. I'll send the link to your cell phone. All right. But yeah, man, it's. Whew. And then yesterday, that board of trustees meeting, I told y'all.
I was laughing at that, man.
I told y'all.
I was laughing at that. She she the head of the board, so she conducted that meeting the way she's supposed to.
And
Dodging from me.
I had no
Dodging
problem
from
with
me.
that. But
Dodging
I
from the
told y'all.
president.
Yeah, oh man, it's an alley cat in the house. G Monelli. It's an alley cat in the house. Mr. Waters, how are you doing, sir? How are you doing? Boy, look at here. Oh, hold on. Let me get the screen straight. And this isn't her site. This is actually just my computer is messing up how you view the site. So
Yeah.
before we start off, Miss Keisha Kelly, 8 years in the game.
Already.
Let me tell you something. Stepping out on faith is always worth it. Always worth it. You will always be rewarded when you step out on faith. So I wanted to definitely give her some love. We talked back and forth. I kind of get on her bad side because I don't be knowing a lot of Southern people. So I
Yeah.
just sometimes I throw stuff out there and forget like it's Southern people that do follow me. But for everybody, man, please follow her on blackcollegeexperience.com. She is one of the, I'm just going to go ahead and start calling them the HBCU Athletic Conference sideline reporters. Man, follow her. She's doing great work. She's an example of what you can do when you put your mind to it and just believe in yourself when nobody else does. Because God, it is times that I definitely to be forgetting to believe in myself. So I want to send her a shout out before we get started.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah. She a Jaguar, you know. I just
all these jungle cats in the swag. I got so many questions. We'll get there later. But ladies and gentlemen, it is another one. Gathering the Old Men Podcast. Myself, Doc Holiday. TP is on the way. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. And Marlo is on the way. No, you can also follow us on. We're also on YouTube. If you go to Fat Mouse Sports on YouTube, we are also there. I'll give me a second. I'll get the link over to you. But we are celebrating. TP got a wonderful job in Las Vegas, and you know this podcast love to go to Vegas. So TP got a wonderful job in Vegas. He's a little bit behind us than what he normally is, so we want to go ahead and give him his just due because he told us it was coming. It took a little while, but you know how God works. He ain't gonna do it on your time. He gonna do it on his time. Right. So he just moved out to Vegas. So we have yet another reason to go to Vegas. So he'll be on here a little bit later. Marlo is also gonna be on here a little bit later. Hi, Miss Parker. How you doing? So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it because it's gonna be easier to get to it because Marlo ain't here. But the FAMU Board of Trustees meeting happened yesterday. Listen, I will beat a dead horse with no problem. My issue with the entire incident, let's call it that, the entire incident, was that you had a guy who we know had some issues off the top, and we chose to ignore those issues.
Right.
I will continue to say FAMU, the school, didn't get scammed because FAMU, the school, didn't issue out any money. FAMU, the brand, got scammed.
Right.
Because FAMU, the brand, was probably going to be used to be a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, just a pyramid scheme.
And because it didn't happen, we don't really see the full grasp of that. But just think about this. If you've ever watched CNBC and watched that show of American Greed, think about it. You would use FAMU's brand, bought in an untold number of investors, and it would have been some serious business. Hold on, y'all. My son is calling me. Hey, Ash, how you doing? Okay, what I'll do is I'll make a clip of it for you, and I'll send it to you tomorrow before you go to school so you can watch it while you eating your breakfast, okay? All right, I love you, buddy. White boys in the building? All right, good night. Yeah, that's the little one. That's the little one. So the one that y'all see with me on the road all the time, that's him. But it's.
Did you just say white boys in the building?
Yeah, because
his name. I'm just asking for a friend. I mean, I hear it, but that's a different conversation. I'm just saying.
For clarification, for people who don't know, right? So when Ash was 5, we went through the things that we live by. And so one of the things was family first. And White Boys in the Building, if anybody remembers that Jay-Z song, Rock Boys in the Building Tonight, the White Boys in the Building came from that. So if you hear me on the podcast say white boys in the building, oh my God, Waters is in here. Mr. Waters in here acting up. But that's our thing. That's our whole thing. So if you see me say white boys in the building, and in certain areas like Walmart, it does not go well sometimes with the wrong people looking when I say white boys in the building. So that whole thing. Thank you, Marlo, for allowing me to explain that. So, sir, as the resident FAMU alum on the podcast, how you feel about the board meeting?
I uh, I feel, like I said before, I don't care who, what, when, where, as long as the right information comes out. Like I am a very stern advocate for truth, and I need for that, especially when it comes to my university. I need for all the truth to be out there. So I mean, I ain't really tuned into the whole board meeting. I just saw the snippets. It's hard for me to get behind the political side of the aisle. Everybody has an agenda, but as long at the end of the day, the main agenda is Florida A&M. Let's keep it moving.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, they have started an investigation, or uh, they've voted to have an independent investigation. Pretty much absent of FAMU employees. So
I
let's just see
mean,
what.
every everybody knows what an investigation is going to say. Like the investigation's already been done. This dude don't have the money that he supposedly is supposed to be donating.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know why you're going to investigate what you already know. So you can they should have gave direct parameters for the investigation. Like, okay, this investigation is to uncover who knew what and when did they know it. So there would be, like, if they knew he didn't have no money, they knew when he said the amount of money it was unrealistic, and they knew, but yet still they gave him a platform to do it, then by all means investigate that. But if you're just trying to investigate to see if the money is there, I mean, what you investigating?
Based on in full disclosure and transparency, Devron Gibbons is from St. Pete. Me and Marlo went to high school with him. Marlo graduated from Northeast, so they graduated high school together. I went to another school. So he is, when I say our boy, that's what I mean. We grew up with him. I knew what he was gonna do from word go. So when he came in and said, "Let's pray," I knew what was coming next. It was gonna be an investigation, and when nobody that had touched this particular incident was going to be involved. He was going to make sure that that's what happened. Like I said, from at this point, let's see where it goes. But Doc, the NFL released some schedules. They released some schedules. I heard, I was watching this morning show, and I had heard that Cowboy fans may become Texan fans. That's what I had heard.
In what dream? Because I would never be a Texas fan. I would never.
I just, they was just, I had heard, and so I didn't want to not have a Dallas Cowboy fan on without getting some truth to that because, like, the schedules came out. It is what it is.
Yeah,
You know,
it's crazy because first game of the season we going to a little old shithole called Cleveland to play the Browns. First game of the season. I've been to Cleveland. I've been to Cleveland.
So for those, and Mr. Waters, I'm sorry, we're about to go there. There is a history, a theme of this podcast where we just insult whole fan bases for fun. And usually it's Daytona. Daytona gets it bad. And like sometimes Dallas get it. But when we start talking about Dallas, it just navigates towards Daytona. Mr. Waters, I'm sorry, it's about to go there.
So
I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta go pick up the boys.
Okay, that's okay. It gets kind of sketchy. It gets sketchy. So I want to apologize. So when Doc took a shot at Cleveland fans, it ain't nothing personal. That's just what happens on this podcast. It just is what it is. So I want everybody that's new to the podcast, I apologize. That being said,
I don't apologize.
Marlo, y'all schedule came up.
Yeah. We play y'all.
It's gonna be some eyebrow. Hey, I don't care what that lady say. I'm betting the eyebrow. We gonna do it. We gonna do it on TV. We gonna do it on.
And I get to draw. I get to draw your replacement eyebrow in.
No, we don't. No, ain't no. The eyebrow just gone. Ain't no draw no new eyebrows on. We not doing that. See, all y'all like that be rivalries. Y'all be fake rivalry. Better eyebrow if your rivalry is for real. If you don't like that school for real, better eyebrow. Because otherwise it ain't real. If you don't go to work missing the eyebrow, and not two eyebrows, because you got two eyebrows gone, then it look normal. You got to miss an eyebrow. If you're missing the eyebrow at work, you got to explain to all your coworkers why you only got one eyebrow. That's why you better eyebrow.
I think there's a Bethune kitty cat fan out there that feel like they got a chance of beating FAMU this year. We can bet all your hair that is above your neck.
I don't know if they want to do that, Marlo. I don't know if they want to do that. Oh, I don't think they want to do that. I don't think they want to do that because I mean, let's just be honest. And Marlo dropped off. Let's just be honest. Who out there is really willing to bet an eyebrow? We know them Cleveland fans ain't gonna bet an eyebrow. We definitely know them Ibis people ain't betting an eyebrow. And them boot skins, they gonna fire their coach by week 3. So we know they ain't betting an eyebrow. Now it might be some Jackson State fans that bet an eyebrow. It might be maybe some Bethune-Cookman fans that bet an eyebrow. But I don't see anybody else with that kind of what's the term I want to use? Passion. Thump their chest that's willing to bet a whole eyebrow. And then now you're talking about shave it bald like it's fresh out of rehab? Oh man.
Milk dud.
Oh, man. So I mean, but getting back to your whole little scenario. So never mind the fact that you think for some odd reason with Baker Mayfield as your quarterback that y'all gonna beat the Raiders. We're gonna put that aside.
Dan do.
But we're hey D2 football. No, I gotta get you on the podcast. We'll talk about that later though. But Are y'all gonna win the NFC South? Because Atlanta
Yeah,
got a quarterback.
and they got a backup quarterback too. When your main quarterback come out and talk about something, oh, I don't think drafting Pettis helps the team. What? What?
But they,
You just coming off an injury. How that don't help the team?
I just y'all quarterback ain't better than their backup quarterback. Of course he fell off. Of course he fell off. He gonna come back. He gonna answer for these crimes. He is going to answer for these crimes. And everybody, listen. All last season, me and TP teams were struggling. Well, my team was struggling. The Raiders were struggling. And Marlo was on this podcast talking like the Bucs was world beaters. And they play in the NFC South. Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, don't run now. Because you was talking all that noise like y'all was world beaters last year. And y'all was barely over 500.
Who you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, what I run from? I'm on my cell phone, so it keep going in and out.
I know.
But
I know that's the app.
but me running from, uh, I don't even know how to start doing that.
I
But
want
what
you to
what
know.
what what you think I don't believe in as far as my team?
Your quarterback,
We got a quarterback,
the quarterback y'all paid for, yes, your quarterback. Let's talk
yeah,
about Baker. Do you believe Baker can beat the Atlanta Falcons?
and has.
This can okay. All right, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Do, do I think we gonna win the division? And do what else you want?
I just I just want, he gonna come back. We gonna let's see it. I think I owe him a bottle. I owe a bottle of Hennessy. Yeah, we gonna do this eyebrow bet because these Bucks fans in this area, y'all, they be out of control. They had a couple of seasons with Tom Brady and they just out of control. And I can't deal with it. I just cannot. I want somebody gonna have to answer for these Bucks fans who don't even know who Lehman Bennett was. These these new age Bucks fans, they go TP sir. There he go. Thank you for your service again, sir. I think it might be taking a minute to get adjusted. You got in? I got you frozen on my end, so but anyway, hopefully Marlo comes back. We can talk about that lovely eyebrow bet, and I think TP's he might be lagging a little behind. Um, but once we get TP in here, there you go, TP sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just got a text message about shaving my eyebrows. I don't. So I be talking tough on here, but it be people watching, and I got. I think I'm getting scolded about betting eyebrows. Let me look at my text message real quick.
I ain't scolding, but I'm trying to get to my damn computer. Cause you better be glad this damn thing keep kicking me out. I think you hitting the button.
Ain't nobody kicking you off the podcast, dog. It's an eyebrow bet. You want to talk about your little raggedy behind Bucks? Wait, aren't we coming? Wait, aren't we coming to your house?
Yeah.
I got to ask Nikki what her cash app is. I need to get her money right now. I'm gonna be there. You ain't never seen me in all black at that hot behind stadium. but I'm gonna be in all black.
Good. You know what? You gonna have
What
pink
what's the best?
eyebrows. He gonna bet me an eyebrow that the Raiders gonna beat the Bucs.
Oh
We
man,
ain't even got a we ain't even got a quarterback.
We do got a
Troy
quarterback,
finna be looking crazy out here.
man.
I
Listen,
I told
I like
him,
my quarterback over the Bucks. TP, you like my quarterback over the Bucks quarterback? Don't do that.
don't be
Who
putting
is
words in his mouth. He don't
who is y'all
know.
quarterback? Who is y'all
Gardner
quarterback again?
Minshew. Gardner Minshew.
The guy that couldn't complete a 4th and 2. Yeah, that's y'all guy.
Listen,
He couldn't throw a swing pass on a 4th and 2 to end
that's
his
my guy.
season.
I ain't
That's your
Marlo.
guy.
I ain't Marlo. That's my guy. I ain't gonna be. That ain't my guy. That ain't my
What do
guy.
you
Then
mean?
you give him
I
$118 million.
said no,
That's
no,
who it is.
no, no. I said I will be cheering as loud as anybody else in that stadium for Baker Mayfield.
Why?
Do you know? Do you know on this podcast,
Because he's the starting quarterback for the Bucks.
TP, TP? Correct me if I'm wrong. On this podcast, my homeboy was saying on this podcast that a boot skin was his quarterback.
Yeah,
That's my homeboy.
I said
He gonna be back, y'all. He gonna be back because
We
he want to
lost him.
talk his
We,
noise.
we yeah, we lost him. Hey,
Yeah,
but
he
sorry I'm late to the party. Time difference. We got to do this with a 3-hour time difference now. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick.
yeah. I told everybody, I said, man, we got a reason to go to Vegas. We was going to Vegas for no reason at all before. Now we got a reason. You, you know. Oh, there you go. Here we go.
I'm just saying to reiterate my point. Baker Mayfield is the starting quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, i.e., he is my quarterback.
Again, before those $118 million, who was you saying was your quarterback?
Oh, I wanted Kirk Cousins.
Nah, you said Jake from State Farm was your quarterback.
I did not say that foolishness right there.
Jake from
Oh God.
Jake from State Farm. That was your guy. That was what you screamed all preseason last year. All I heard, no, it was Kyle Trask.
No,
It
yeah,
was
Kyle,
Kyle
it was
Trask.
Kyle Trask.
Kyle, I just said it. I,
It's
I,
We got to
This
make
man
better
been knowing me.
decisions, Marlo.
Miss Parker, please understand. This dude been knowing me since 7th grade and had the audacity to say that he wanted a Gator to be his quarterback. A Gator. Like,
That's like me saying I want a Sooner to be my quarterback. You will never hear it. You will never hear it. Are we talking schedule though? Are we talking schedules today?
we talking schedule. We talking schedule. I'm trying to wait,
I
boy.
figure I didn't get no rundown, nothing. I'm just here, fresh out
My
of the
bad.
sun.
My bad.
yeah, I ain't get one either.
Listen, I didn't get a chance to get everybody. Listen, I ain't trying. I ain't get a chance to get everybody no rundown. I'm a few more paperworks away from starting this car service, and I'm trying to get my people's jobs. So I was running. It was rough today. It was rough today. I was trying to balance two things. I apologize. We'll get into that later.
You
But
know,
we were
you know,
talking
you know. They
NFL
say
schedule.
scientifically humans are not supposed to multitask. Our brains can't operate that way. It's
I know,
science.
but
I don't argue with science.
I got to give the people what they want. I got to give the people what they want. The people want me to act up. The people want Marlo to act up. The people want TP to act up. I just got to give the people what they want. Hey, Doc, come on in, man. Come on in. It's getting ugly in here. We betting eyebrows, the whole 9 yards. It's getting ugly in here.
Oh, I took a look at the Texans schedule. I saw 13 wins.
Ooh.
I saw
Ooh.
13.
Y'all must be playing the Raiders 5 times.
Oh,
I wish.
my mama,
I
I'm gonna be in that stadium.
I wish the Texans were coming to Las Vegas. I would have been there front row with my red CJ Stroud jersey in all his glory. They would have heard me. I would have made sure I was right behind the Texans bench too. Let's go.
That
Let's go,
is
CJ.
hilarious.
Let's go, CJ. Let's get it. But look, we got. So I'm gonna just go through the first 3 games I saw. I was breaking it down, but so week 1 we got the Colts, who, if you know, we beat to get into the playoffs last year. That was our test to get into the playoffs. Week 2 we had the rookie Caleb Williams on Sunday night. Week 3 Minnesota, who's probably going to come out with J.J. McCarthy. So in our first 3 games, we're playing 2 rookie quarterbacks and a second-year quarterback who didn't finish his first season due to
So,
him getting hurt against us.
So TP, I just want to say this right now. Y'all need to beat the Colts by 20. JJ
I don't know if
has
we're
no
going to.
business being a first round draft pick. I said what I said.
You said we need to beat Minnesota by 20 or the Colts
Y'all
by
need
20?
Y'all need to beat Minnesota by 20.
Yeah, we should.
What's up? Oh shit! Had to run up the damn stairs.
Oh yeah, we just going through the Texas schedule, and we gonna get back to the Raggedy Bucks later.
I'd have to pull. I could pull it up. I was trying to bog my computer down.
Hey man, he asked for Troy asked is Cowboys fan gonna turn over to Texas fans? That would never happen. That would never happen.
Are you a Cowboys fan?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
Hey, are you gonna be at the Battle for Texas?
It's in Houston, right?
It is. It is. It's gonna be. That's the game of the year.
I wouldn't mind go down there and see CJ Stroud, man. I like the kid.
And that is week 11, 11-18.
Ooh, right before Thanksgiving, man.
Right before Thanksgiving. I wouldn't mind showing up to that. Give me a reason to go back home.
I wouldn't mind going up. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going down 45. Take that 4-hour drive down to the H.
Be careful riding through there with your cowboy gear, though.
Man, we ain't worry about it. Ain't worry about it. I just ain't gonna go be on Fondren.
Nah, don't do that. Don't be on Fondren in Maine. You ain't gonna make it back home.
I ain't gonna be on Fondren or Bissonnette.
Well, if you on Bissonnette, you got some other things on your mind.
That's what I said. Ain't gonna be on caught on Bissonnette.
Oh, hey, don't go down there.
Listen,
nah, man.
That's where the ladies of the night creep.
Yeah.
You know what? We got a couple of videos about the ladies of the night in Houston. They
was on Bissonnette.
Yeah.
Bissonnette and Benford.
Benford, yeah.
Yeah, it's on some of the earlier playlists, but yeah, that my Hotel Derek experience is
That's it. That said it all right there.
I didn't know Hotel Derek had the ladies of the night. I just thought it was just a nice hotel. I ain't know. Like, we had a whole podcast. The girl broke it out to me. She was like, "Yeah, that's where the ladies of the night be." I was like, "Well, nobody approached me, so I guess I was racially profiled." But hey, I don't know.
Lord.
I don't know. I just we had a whole podcast on the stuff that go down in Houston. I will say this: the fact that y'all have wow, that's just a wild message I just got. The fact that y'all have a strip club that has a special on Lent. On Lent. Houston is a different place.
We also got strip clubs. You can bring your own alcohol.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you have to do that here in Tampa. You have like all of them here in Tampa is BYOB, which
Oh, okay.
It's like
is
here in
crazy
Dallas.
because if you
Yeah,
go to the
like-
champagne room here and if there's no alcohol, never mind. You know what? Let me as Marla would say, let me pull up because I'm about to get in trouble, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull up.
Week one, Indianapolis Colts.
Yep.
The
Yep.
Colts?
So look, I'll go down the list. Look, I'm looking at the schedule now. I'll go down the list with y'all. Week 1, Colts, win. Week 2, Chicago, win. Week 3, Minnesota, win. Week 4, Jacksonville, win. Week 5, Buffalo, win. Week 6, New England, win. Green Bay, win. Indianapolis.
Hold on, wait.
Time out. Hold on.
You ain't just go wrong, man.
You can't go.
Yeah,
you can't do that, man. You cannot do that. You can't.
Let's talk about it.
Win.
Is it in Green Bay?
It is at Green Bay.
Y'all not winning that game right there.
It ain't cold yet. It's gonna be.
But y'all not winning.
It's in October.
But y'all not winning that game right there.
I'm not worried about it. I ain't worried about it. Do you hear me? That's 8-0 to start the season.
All right.
6-2 at the worst. I still be realistic. The worst we should start is 6-2. Our schedule doesn't get hard until the end. Because we end the season, our last 3 games, or our last 4 games, we got Miami, then Kansas City, then Baltimore, and then we finish it off with Tennessee, which should be our game to clinch the division if we hadn't already clinched it by then.
Man, y'all got Patrick Big Meech Mahomes in Kansas City.
Yep, in Kansas City. But we got Baltimore at home, and that's gonna be a Netflix special. You get to Netflix. Netflix. Go ahead.
Is that the game on Christmas Eve?
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day? Oh.
Yeah, Netflix and chill. Yep. And they don't have a time for week 18. I don't know if it's guess it's still to be determined.
Well, y'all need to put on the schedule for us, man. Put that schedule up for the Cowboys.
All right, give me a second. This is the first time in a very long time we've had a Cowboys fan on the podcast.
Yeah.
The biggest one right here. All right.
So week 1, y'all got the Browns.
We got shit stains.
I think the Browns right now are a better team than the Cowboys. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
With a healthy Deshaun Watson and that defense, that was the number 2 defense in the NFL last year.
Who was the number 1?
Baltimore.
So Cleveland had a top 5 defense. Cowboys had a top 5 defense.
And Baltimore.
And Baltimore. And was the 49ers up there too?
49ers, and I want to say Detroit.
Oppo, the Jets was not a top defense.
They weren't the top nothing.
Please don't trigger TP. Please.
They weren't the top nothing.
Don't trigger TP.
So that game is week 1, Cleveland, in Cleveland, afternoon game on Fox. Week 2, we got them Aints coming into town.
Mm-hmm.
Trash.
Y'all should literally beat
the brakes off of them.
Whatever that symbol is on the side of their helmet.
A Florida lease.
A what?
Florida lease.
Say it one more time.
Fleur de lis.
A fleur de lis.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fleur de loss when they come together.
Oh
God. Then we got the Ravens at home. That will be interesting right there. I'm not gonna say if we're gonna win that game. I ain't gonna say we're gonna lose that game, but that would be a very interesting game. First of all, I want to see what Derrick Henry gonna do because the motherfucker should have been in Dallas. He got a house here in Dallas, but he said that they didn't call him, and I'm still pissed about that.
Yeah.
And then we got week 4. We got the Giants in New York, New Jersey, whatever you want to call it. First of all, question: did y'all see them damn uniforms that they put out today? The Giants.
No.
man, why you let Banks do Eli illegitimate son like that? Why?
No, CP, go check out them uniforms. They're only gonna wear. I think they're only gonna wear them 2 times. I said
Cowboys new unis.
no. The Giants.
Giants.
This is like a retro, kind of like celebrating 100 years of football for them. So I'm like, hey,
bro, what the fuck is that?
I said, hey, Montreal want their uniform back, and the Michigan Wolverines want their helmet back. That's some bullshit.
That's like the old Eagles wore that shit too. With the light blue and yellow. Bruh, what the fuck?
Look at the helmet though. Look at the helmet.
That's the helmet I'm talking about. That was
the Michigan.
Yeah. That's the Wolverine helmet. Who else wear that helmet?
Princeton.
Princeton. I say I know there's another college team that wears that same.
Oh, and Delaware.
Yeah, I was about to say Delaware wear it too.
Yeah, because I remember the only time I ever watched the Delaware game was when Joe Flacco was there.
That's the only other time you're gonna watch it too.
Yeah. Ivy League schools not known for football. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to them, but they just not known for that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do need a lawyer, so.
Yeah, the Canadians of the NHL want their jersey back, y'all. That was a straight rip off for them, for real.
Yeah.
Nah, those are.
Week 5. Man, week 5, we got the Steelers in Pittsburgh. I say Russell Wilson goes down by this game, and you bring up Justin Fields.
What week is that? That's week. That's not week. That's week 5. No, Russell got 2 more weeks after that.
He got 2 more weeks after that.
That's gonna be that's gonna be Russell's first 300-yard passing game.
In a loss.
Nah, it ain't guaranteed to be a loss. I ain't buying it.
Week 6, we got the Detroit Lions at home. Well, we already know what happened last time we played them. They said we cheated, but hey, a win is a win.
All right.
Week 7 is a bye. And then we gotta go to the Bay Area. Play the 49ers again.
The Yay area.
Man.
Yay area.
Man. I don't know.
Go ahead and book that L now, sir.
Man, I was pissed about that game last year. Like, y'all need to even go out there and try. Like, you just went out there and said, man, look, we're going to go to Pier 30. We're going to go to Pier 39 in San Francisco, get to the game. Shoot, we're just going to lay down. There we go. We got the Falcons in Atlanta for week 9. That's a win. I think Michael Penix might be starting this game by that time.
Do you know if Michael Penix is starting that game after they gave Kirk Cousins all that money?
Yeah, they're going to slap themselves for that.
I sometimes be talking about people who fell up. Man, Kirk Cousins. Like, wow. I know it's been fuck Tom Brady since I started this podcast. I'm not gonna deny that. But
It's
Kirk
always gonna be
Cousins
for Tom Brady.
got to be right up there. Got to.
Kirk Cousins got over $300 million in guaranteed money, and after he
One
left,
playoff win.
one playoff win. After he left the Redskins, he got one playoff win and over $300 million in guaranteed money in his time in Minnesota, and now he in Atlanta. Whoever his agent is,
The moment.
is a fucking genius.
That's the agent I'm gonna be looking for the moment we start making some money. The moment. I need to make sure my people get houses today.
Yeah, all guaranteed. Ain't no back pay or nothing. Guaranteed money. We got it. Yeah.
I don't know who's a better businessman, his agent, Ben Simmons' agent, or John Wall's agent. They all need to be studied. That needs to be studied.
No, let's take it up there. Let's take it to this one. Ohtani, who's Ohtani's agent? Because don't he got he got $700 million?
And most of it is deferred till the end of his career.
Yep. That not only goes to his agent, but also his accountant to work out the details to make it make sense.
I mean, y'all, we still got to give Bobby Bonilla's agent.
Oh yeah, gotta get him every year.
He is the MVP.
That man get a meal every year.
He ain't played in 15 years. Oh Jesus. Oh. All right. So the Commanders, y'all got to win. The Giants, y'all got another win unless something crazy happens. December 9th with the Bengals.
Oh, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
That's a win right there for us.
All right.
And it's a Monday night game. We got the Panthers, so need I say more?
I don't know if Marlo can hear us right now, but
I can.
But we got them damn Buccaneers.
Hey, quarterback is Baker Mayfield. If y'all can't beat the Bucs, everybody gotta go.
Sunday night football. We got the Buccaneers at home. Sunday night football.
Sorry for your loss.
If y'all don't beat the Bucs, everybody gotta go.
Oh, we're gonna beat them. We're gonna beat them.
That's very interesting.
We're gonna beat him. We're gonna beat Baker Mayfield like he played at Lake Travis.
Oh wow. Okay. I need this same energy. I don't even know the I might even come to Dallas for that game.
Wait, what weekend is that? Hold on. Oh, football season. Yeah, we don't know when the Celebration Bowl is gonna be, so we gotta see.
Celebration Bowl is always that second Saturday in December.
But they moved. They don't know. They haven't given us a date yet.
Oh yeah, because of playoffs. Yeah.
So, you know what? And just color me petty. It would do me the biggest joy if these idiots put the playoffs against the Celebration Bowl, and the Celebration Bowl beat out another playoff series again. Oh, y'all gonna have to see my face if that happens.
Oh, that's gonna be enjoyable right there.
Y'all gonna forget that I went to state. Y'all really gonna forget I went to state because I'm gonna act a donkey. But we'll keep going on. The Eagles, the revamp.
We'll get them.
Y'all gonna get them what?
Like the last 2 years, the last couple of years, we always split the series. each season. They'll get us at home, and we'll get them at home. So like we always split, but like if Jalen Hurts wasn't playing, oh, it's blowout season.
Jalen Hurts is probably overplayed his contract value.
I think he overplayed it last year though.
He did. It was a lot going on last year, which made the continuity of the offense was bad. So that was a problem. Hopefully they got it fixed this year, because I got this thing about black quarterbacks being in a position to be successful and not running around all over the place, which I'm glad. Um, and we get on his ass on this podcast, but I am glad the Dallas quarterback don't run around no more. That was all the people that complained. I didn't give a shit. He's playing quarterback the way quarterback should be played. He just happens to play for Dallas. That's it. If he played anywhere else, we would treat him differently. But y'all got the Commanders on January 5th. That should be an easy win.
Oh yeah, I don't even know who their quarterback gonna be, other than Jaden Daniels, but
I think Jaden Daniels is going to be really good. I actually had him as the highest graded quarterback coming out. I
yeah,
get what everybody said about Caleb Williams, but I'm talking about this past season. The
he was a
product,
dog.
the products that were put on the field, he looked like the better player. The only issue I ever had with Jaden Daniels was he takes too many hits. He's gonna have to limit those going into the next level. You cannot play like Anthony Richardson did coming out of college last year, because you saw what they got. They got him 5 games and out for the season. So if
Mm-hmm.
Jaden Daniels learns how to slide, learns how to not take these crazy hits from these defensive players in the NFL, he'll have a great season. I say the Commanders, excuse me. I say the Commanders win at least 8 games. I'm not giving them any more than that because of their schedule.
Mm.
That is an
They must
interesting.
they must play the Raiders too.
We gonna stop. You know what? Let's get on this Buck schedule right now. Let's get right on this Buck schedule. Let's get right on this Buck schedule.
Let's go. Let's go.
Week 1, Marlo, y'all play the Commanders.
Win,
Week 2, y'all play the Lions on the road.
win.
How?
I
How,
I
Sway?
take that
How?
back. Nope. I put flag on the play.
How,
They ain't
Sway?
winning that game.
What you mean? How? We
You
play defense. They don't.
say you got a problem at quarterback.
Okay. Week 3. I done tell you my prediction.
Week 3, y'all win. Week 3 against the Broncos, you win. Week
Who the
4, you
quarterback?
got the Eagles.
We win.
I know I'm being real aggressive with this game call out, but he done struck a nerve with me. Y'all y'all gonna
What
beat
defense? What defense they play?
y'all gonna beat the Eagles.
Why wouldn't we?
All right, cool,
We
cool, cool,
we beat them in the playoffs.
cool. I'm gonna let you have that. Because of the playoffs, I'm gonna let you have that. Um, week 4, sir. Y'all got the Falcons.
Win.
That's the
When
question.
will Kirk Cousins? When will Kirk
I,
Cousins be benched and Michael Penix jump into the?
Because
When will
I
he
he
don't
jump
I
in?
don't I don't think Michael Penix plays this year. We
You
lost
sure?
Marlo. We lost Marlo, by the way.
he'll be back.
Yeah,
He's still driving.
I don't think he plays this year. And here's why. The only way he gets on the field is if Kirk Cousins gets hurt. That offensive line that the Atlanta Falcons has is probably one of the top 5 in the NFC. They have a great running back that he can hand the ball off to. and they also have very good receivers that are going to bail him out in tough situations because they're big. Drake London is 6'5", Kyle
I'm
Pitts
bad.
is. So I don't think Michael Penix gets on the field unless Kirk Cousins gets hurt, and I really think the Falcons win that division. Sorry, Marlo.
I mean, everybody's
So
entitled to their opinion.
here he go with this
Mike
one. Here he go with this
Pitts
bullshit.
has sucked the last
It,
2 years. Our receivers are better than theirs.
Your receiver is better than at
Re-
least two of them.
receivers, plural.
No, just one.
No, multiple. Our receiving room is stacked, sir.
Stack hot. The white boy gone. The white boy is gone.
Hey, when y'all get some receivers, y'all have one. We have multiple.
Let's get through the schedule. Let's get through the schedule. I'm trying. It is very difficult to be the host and have to deal with a troll at the same time. It's difficult. It's difficult. So the next game is against the Saints on October the 13th. Y'all should win that game.
Mm-hmm.
What game is that?
The
The
Saints
Bucs
versus the
against the
Bucs.
Saints.
Oh, they're gonna be having trash bags. They're gonna have paper bags over their face this year.
But sir, that next game is Mr. Lamar Jackson.
What that mean?
Last time I checked, they came into Bucs Stadium and got a win. Did we lose them again? Yeah, we lost them. We lost them again. Listen, fans. Listen. Y'all need to understand something about me and Marlo. Marlo invites me to the Bucs games so that I could watch the Bucs. And the Bucs fans are so nice. They allow me to troll their team and sit in their stands at the same time. You ain't gonna do that in Vegas.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna do that in Vegas.
They still got some old school Oakland Raiders fans.
You're not gonna. So that little Bucs wine and cheese crowd, that ain't gonna scare nobody. The Ravens gonna get that win.
I just they
wine and cheese is funny.
Marlo know they got a wine and cheese crowd.
every stadium does.
That sound like coded language.
Well, I take that back. They damn sure ain't got none in damn Vegas.
Nope.
Just split
Whoa.
malt and Coke 45
I'm glad
and
you
some
know.
Funyuns.
And gin on the rocks. All right.
You gonna
y'all
see
know
a bunch of you gonna see a bunch of overweight Hispanics drinking Coronas. That's,
Or
that's what you're gonna
Modelo.
find there. Or Modelo. Those are good too.
Dos Equis.
All right. So that's a win. Marlo dropped off again. They got the Falcons. That ain't really nothing to talk about. They should win that game. But I need him to come back. I need him
What
to
game
come
is
back
that?
so he can tell this lie. Because TP, you know what he gonna say.
I know exactly what he gonna say. I know exactly what he gonna say.
What game is that?
Chiefs in the Bucs. Because you know he finna tell a story. You know he finna lie to himself.
Who?
You!
Tell
The
a story
Bucs
about
versus the
what?
Chiefs.
Bucks
The
versus
Bucs
Chiefs. Who
versus
you got?
I got
Versus
Big
the
Meat.
Chiefs. I don't know. That's gonna be a tough game.
I got Big Meat.
What? Oh my God! I'm proud of you, Marlo. That shows growth. That
It's
shows
gonna be a tough game. They're Super Bowl champ. Why wouldn't that be a tough game?
It's in Kansas City, right?
I
Or is
think
it?
so.
That game is in Kansas City in
Yeah,
November.
that ain't bad. I'm glad we're going in November and not December or January.
Oh yeah, when it's cold, cold.
Yeah, that's just disrespectful.
Well, so
Ask
the
the
very
ask
next
the
game,
Miami ask the Miami Dolphins how it feels in Kansas City in the wintertime.
Woo, woo.
Mike McDaniel still has PTSD because he decided to come out there with his ankles out.
listen, listen. I am not ever one to knock a man to have his ankles out, but to have your ankles out in December is crazy.
In Kansas City,
It's oh man, with a beanie on. He had a beanie on. Why the beanie?
when they came out the tunnel, I knew it was over with.
Oh god,
Wasn't
they
that the
didn't.
game where Tyreek Hill said he was just gonna come out there with no sleeves on?
Yeah,
It still got knocked around.
Bro was out there ashy as hell, getting
Yeah,
cooked up
yeah.
so
by his,
hold on. We're not gonna do that dark skin dudes. Cause I'm one of them dudes I could put on the whole cocoa butter bottle and be in the cold and be ashy in 2.5 seconds. We not doing that, man. We
Well,
not
But you're
I
not
bet.
playing football, man.
Or or you ain't finna have your ankles out.
Right. You ain't. You know better, Troy.
somebody should have briefed Mike McDaniels on the weather and proper attire.
Nah,
Hold on, wait a minute,
he
wait a minute,
saw.
wait a minute. He don't say no. Hold on, Barlow. Mike McDaniel coaches in the AFC East. He know he go to New England up there. He know he go to Buffalo. He know he go to New York. He already know. You go to them places in December and January. Them ankles ain't supposed to be out.
But is there, since we're speaking about the Dolphins, isn't there like a trend that we've seen with this team the last couple of years? They start out good.
And they
That's
fizzle
because
out later in the season.
they fizzle out. Common denominator is the weather.
yeah.
Because the weather is good at the beginning of the season. They look like they flying on all cylinders. They scoring 40 points. They put 70 on the Broncos. That was crazy. But that running style isn't a downhill running style. It's
Right.
finesse,
It's finesse, flash, speed.
look, misdirection. What do you do when that no longer works? What is your offense based around? And they lose their identity when they're not able to play that way because of the weather. Because the weather gonna slow you down. I don't care how fast you think you are. That weather gonna slow you down.
You got
I
to play
remember
big boy football though. Around
you
that
got.
time, November, late November, December, and January, you got to play big boy football.
I remember Reggie Bush was coming off one of his better seasons down in New Orleans, but they had to go play the Midway Bears in the playoffs in the
Mm-hmm.
middle of a blizzard, and it was ugly. I think they fumbled 3 times. You can just tell these warm weather teams struggle when it get cold. The only outlier to that was when Tampa Bay went up and beat Green Bay at Lambeau in January because they had Tom Brady, who was
It
used to
does.
playing in the snow and
It
used to
does
playing.
my heart good. I just was about to say, but the Bucs.
Yeah,
But I ain't even have to do it. I ain't
that's
even
the
have to do it.
that's the outlier because you had a quarterback that was used to playing in cold weather with a good defense. So defense
Right.
translates wherever you are, cold or warm.
Man,
Defense is
And
gonna
just
play
think about
defense.
and then think about this. Majority of the NFL teams have a dome, right?
Yeah, yeah, a lot of
Everybody
them
got
do.
a dome, some with retractable roof.
Yeah,
So like if you go into places like let's say Seattle, because it rains a lot up there, it does get cold too.
yeah,
Green Bay, we know what Green Bay is. That's like walking on the North Pole around December,
and
November to
it's
be exact, because it gets
and
started getting cold up there.
And it's crazy because two of the northern teams that we think about that haven't been successful in the playoffs are Minnesota and Detroit. And a lot of that has to do with there's no real home field advantage in the wintertime.
I'm glad you brought that up, TP, because when Minnesota was actually going to Super Bowls, they was playing outside in the elements.
You talking about back with Fran Tarkenton,
Mm-hmm.
that team.
The Purple People Eaters, the
Yep,
original.
the purple people eaters, absolutely.
So
But when you put a dome on top of your team, yeah, you protect your fans, but at the same time, you just lost your home field advantage.
Right.
Or any type of advantage in that game. Because if you're playing a warm weather team that's not used to playing in the cold, but they go into a dome, it doesn't matter. It's a wash.
How many years for the Detroit Lions? They've been in the league since what, the 30s, the 40s, or something like that.
Yep.
So they only play like, let's say maybe 10 to 12 years outside. Or
Yep.
I mean, no, I'd say like 20 some years outside, 20 some years outside. Then they get the dome, they get the Silver Dome in Pontiac.
They have not won since.
And then they get the Ford Field. Now I would say with Ford Field with them, they are actually getting some now. They're actually getting some resemblance of a good football team. They could go out there and play nasty defense. But they know, look, they're in the Midwest. They know they're a North team. They gotta go to two places where it get cold as fuck, and that's Green Bay and that's Chicago. So I think to them it's all a mind thing, but I feel like they,
the Bears
the Lions. Yeah, the Bears are getting a new stadium.
Yeah, it's gonna have I think it's gonna have a dome or a retractable roof, one of the two.
So the Lions, I think they have a better headspace when it comes to preparing themselves to play in harsh, cold weather than what you see with Minnesota. Cause what was it? Them 2 years when US Bank Field was getting built, they played outside at University of Minnesota at their football stadium, and it looked like a train wreck.
Yo, did you see the video of the Triple H Dome collapsing?
Yeah.
It was actually crazy. Their whole stadium collapsed in the middle of a blizzard. I don't know if you remember, but that's why they had to get a new stadium. And why they played at Minnesota for 2 years. The architects who designed that stadium need their ass whooped.
But see, they didn't. They should have learned like how Syracuse did the Carrier Dome, because it's the same way, because it's heavy type fabric, but I know the last couple of years they have reinforced that roof where when it snows, and if it snows real heavy, that the snow doesn't weigh down on top of that dome. So
lesson learned.
Yeah, it's a lesson learned. You'll never see no inflated dome like that again, other than Syracuse. That's it.
and it was damn near flat in the middle on the top.
Yeah,
like damn near flat. So the snow just piled up and it just came all in. It was crazy. Well, you can probably search the video. It's probably still circulating. But yeah, when you get a chance.
We've been losing, Marlo. We got him right now. So you lose at both the Chiefs and the 49ers. Are you there, Marlo?
He hear his spirit. My bad.
All right, so you lose with the Chiefs, and you lose at the 49ers.
I can hear you.
You win. This is just me now. I'm trying to see if you agree with this. Tough game with the Chiefs, probably lose. Tough game with the 49ers, probably lose. We agree to that?
Why would we lose to the 49ers? Their whole team got gutted. Their defense ain't the same.
All right. So you feel like y'all win that game. All right. You feel out y'all win that game.
I mean, I'm gonna say it like this. They still got Debo. They still got BA. They got George Kittle. And they got that damn silverback of a left tackle and Trent Williams. And,
I ain't never seen 5 people win a game.
Shoot.
Okay.
I ain't never seen it. And I want to know, like, you
I'm
know, a whole
trying to
lot
get
of
the New
offensive
Year's Eve.
people.
I'm trying to get to New Year's Eve. I want to talk about how I'm gonna do the electric slide all the way down Tampa Bay Boulevard. That's what I want to talk about.
How
I
you
want to talk
gonna do
about
it?
how I moonwalk down the escalator. That's what I want to talk about.
How? I want to
How?
talk about. I want to talk about how you gonna look like half a milk dud.
I'm just gonna put
That's
it to you like this: you ain't got nobody on your team that can guard Adams. Nobody.
like y'all ain't got nobody on your team that can throw to him.
What are you talking?
Uh-oh.
Against that defense, I can throw the ball to him.
Wow.
You
Against
forgot? I was in the
against
stadium
what defense?
when Derek Carr had third down completions. Y'all defense can't stop nobody that can throw the ball.
And
Nobody.
Mitchell's better. Mitchell's.
I want to
Minshew is
ask
better
you.
than Derek Carr. I said
I
it.
want. I want to ask you something about that, man, Troy. Because you're a Raiders fan, right? You silver
Yeah.
and black. All right. You go all the way back to when Arshell was running the team, Tom Flores and all of them, right?
Yeah.
Was running the team. Okay. So what do you think, man? Do you think that Mark Davis kind of gave up on Garoppolo and should have kept him for at least one more year to wait for the quarterback?
No. Hell no. This son of a bitch on Monday Night Football missed a wide open Devontae Adams twice in a row. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. God knew he needed to have my behind in Tampa. He know he. I should have. Yeah, it was a reason I was in Tampa. It was a whole reason I was in Tampa. Cause that.
I'm just wondering. Like you started the season off with all this bravado about your team,
No,
and
I did not. I hated the
yeah,
fact that we had that New England culture in the Raiders. It infected
no.
the team.
But you talk shit. We gonna win the division. We gonna win
No, I
this.
didn't. I
We
didn't.
going
I
to the
didn't. I said we were
playoffs.
second. I said we were going to be second in the division. TP, check the tape. I said we was going to be second in the division and we was going to the playoffs. And at the end of the season, without a bona fide starter, with Aiden O'Connell, we had a shot at the playoffs. How am I be mad at that? How?
You know what? You know what a shot at the playoffs get you when you don't go.
You know what?
Your ass on the fishing boat.
I'm sorry that we don't play in the NFC South where 3 games can get you in the playoffs. My bad.
Three
Damn.
games. 3 games.
I mean, we can't sit here and act like the NFC South ain't the butthole of the NFC. We
It
can't.
is. It
We,
is.
we we can't act like they're not. Y'all had the Panthers in y'all division. That says it all right there.
No, here's what says it all. Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins changed the balance of power in the NFC South. Do you hear how crazy that is? You like that? You like that? That dude. Come on, man. What we talking about?
Hey, money man, Kirk. Hey, he got to start doing the Johnny Manziel. You know what I'm saying? Because he's out here
The
getting paid.
money.
Look, and even if he's mediocre, he'll be better than Desmond Ritter, and they were a game out of the playoffs. So yes, the balance of power has been shifted in the NFC South
Man, the
because if
NFL did Desmond Ritter so nasty.
we usually like to base a team's success off of the value of their quarterback. Kirk Cousins is better than Baker Mayfield.
By far.
I wouldn't say by far. Like he's mediocre. Baker is below mediocre. He had a lot of good pieces around him. You know, still having Mike Evans helped him a lot. but also that defense playing as well as they did last season. But at the end of the day, the Falcons built their team to have a great offense. All they needed was a quarterback, somebody to not lose them the game. And I would say Kirk Cousins is a great game manager. He's always been a great game manager. He just hasn't been able to
This damn
get it.
thing cut off
Get it.
right when I was going to say something. I think Baker Mayfield won. The Bucs far outseeded the expectation from everyone in NFL last season.
Yeah, because we gave y'all 2 wins.
The Bucs far out. They only said we were supposed to win. We weren't even going to win 5 games. All the
That's right.
analytics,
5 games.
and we went to the playoff and won a playoff game.
Fans, that hurt Marlo's feelings when they said 5 games. That we had a many a podcast where Marlo was in his feelings about them 5 games.
He
Because
took
I
it.
don't know what team were they looking at? Like they were thinking Tom Brady made that big of a difference that we only gonna win 5.
So if that, you know what, he just flipped you on live air. You just flipped the whole narrative. So when I said y'all disrespected Jameis Winston because that quarterback threw for 5,000 yards and 30 touchdowns, y'all said that he was the reason that was holding y'all back. And I said, if you give
Obviously,
him the offensive line that y'all gave Tom Brady, give him the running game that y'all gave Tom Brady, the outcome would have been different.
no, it wouldn't. He couldn't see.
He saw enough to throw 30 touchdowns.
He also saw enough to throw 30 interceptions.
Okay,
To
if you give him an offensive line and a running game, maybe he don't give you 30 interceptions. Maybe he give you
Ja-
15 and still give you
Jameis,
5,000.
if
Who?
you
James
go back,
Wilson. James
if you
Winston.
Yeah.
yes, if you go back and review the tape, the interceptions that Jameis Winston threw, there wasn't even receivers in the area for the majority of them. He just threw it to the other damn team.
So again, I say, of course he gone. Oh man. Oh man. Like I
He
said,
just he just comes in, says his shit, and dips right back out.
I want to get to this. I want to get to this. You know what? Here's the funny part. So we giving the Bucs all of this love. They have to play. They have to play the 49ers, the Raiders, the Chargers, which I don't think the Chargers are going to be good at all. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, no, I'm saying this as a Raiders fan. There is something
The
about the Chargers franchise that the Chargers are going to charge. They're going to get injured at the end of the season, and the whole season going to blow up. It don't matter who their quarterback is. And quite frankly, if Herbert was the quarterback that Harbaugh thought he was, why are you getting rid of all his weapons? You didn't replace any weapons whatsoever.
Yeah, Mike Williams gone. Is Keenan Allen still there?
No, Keenan Allen is in Chicago.
Okay, so he gone. Um,
Just saying it out, okay, this football. Oh god. No, so then it like this app, it really does like kill your battery. So I know his phone is struggling with this app. I wish he
This
was home. I wish he was home on his computer so he can talk his shit and I can rebut.
I
But
got I got little people that I have to go support.
oh no, no,
So
no, no, I understand that. No, 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 we come on, man. I be racing from the soccer game. We understand that. I'm gonna post a little dude medal for soccer. He felt some type of way because he had scored 2 goals and he ain't get MVP. So he had a little issue.
wow,
He had an
my
issue.
man said. My man looked at. My man looked at the. I don't want this shit no more.
And that's the picture I said. He looked at that motherfucker and was like, no, no, something ain't right. But I keep telling him,
wow.
listen, I keep telling him, just because you faster and bigger than all them kids, don't mean you get the coast. And them coaches know you can go faster, so they're not gonna give you the credit because you got 2 goals just based on how big you are. They want you to play to your full ability. He just like, I'm in this area that I ain't really got to work hard. These kids ain't like on my level physically, so he do that thing. I got to work on that. But and damn, Marlo going again. We gonna we gonna go ahead and move to the Raiders. We're gonna move to the Raiders because
Let's talk about it.
let's talk about it. So right off top, Jim Harbaugh gets his first loss off top, and the reason why off top. Here's the reason why. Everybody want to try and make it something complicated. We have a Raider as a coach. He looked like a Raider. He sound like a Raider. He coached like a Raider. We have not had that in a very long time. John Gruden was not a Raider coach. He just happened to be
They
in
had
the
it since Arshell was head coach.
For real. This man is, listen, we're going to play, we're going to get in your ass on defense, and we're going to run the ball and play action pass. We're not finna drop back 40 times a game and throw it to Devontae Adams. That's not how we're going to win. We're going to run this ball, and we're going to run the ball by committee because we got decent backs that we don't have to have a bell cow back. We got 3 backs that we can rotate in the backfield, and we're going to run the ball 25, 30 times a game. So I don't worry about this particular team on our schedule. The second game, the Ravens, this is a problem. We addressed a defensive tackle, but that defensive tackle, if we're being honest, he is more of a pass rusher. So we're going to have to shore up the run game, especially against the Ravens. But we've beat the Ravens before. We beat them in overtime.
Do you think the Ravens run the ball with Derrick Henry about 25, 30 times, though, in this game?
They're going to have to beat us. They're going to have to.
I think that's what's going to happen for this season for the Ravens, for real. I think I'm looking at almost a repeat of when Jamal Lewis was with the Ravens. And, remember he had the 2,000-yard season.
They're going to have to until their wide receiver core grow up. They're going to have to. So that's going to be a tough game. Like, I don't know how that game is going to go. I like us in a close game, probably by 1 to 3 points, but it's going to be a tough game. I'm not even going to lie.
Y'all playing Cook?
The good part about it is we playing in Baltimore in September.
Y'all playing Cookman? That's the only way it's going to be a close game.
Did you just say we ain't better than that school in Daytona? See,
that's what he said. That's what he said.
This the disrespect that I be talking about. Like, this man out of his way. You know what? We're going to move on to the Panthers game. We're going to help the Bucs out because, they're going to struggle. We're going to help the Bucs out and get them a quick loss for their Panthers. So we're going to help them out. The Panthers, we beat them. The Cleveland Browns game. This game is going to be close for one reason. The Browns have a pass rush. That could cause us some issues with our quarterback. And right now,
TP, they don't got a pass rush. They got Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. They got a man amongst boys. I remember watching that dude when he was in high school, man. He was about damn near that same size when he was in high school.
Man, I would have been, if I was the other coach, I'd have been asking for his birth certificate.
That ain't fair.
For real.
Bro, I'm telling y'all. I know he put on like 45 pounds or something like that, but when he was in high school, he was like 240 pounds already. Just chisel out of granite.
I'm so glad we got another tight end. Whew. We need to double him all night.
Brock Bowers. I like Brock Bowers.
Yeah, but he's not the blocking tight end. We got another blocking tight end. Okay. Brock need to control the middle of the field. He need to control the middle of the field.
I actually like Brock.
Yeah,
he's a good tight end though. I like him when he was at Georgia.
Mm-hmm. That next game against the Broncos, we should beat them by 15. Like if we struggle against the Broncos, we need to look at the coaching staff. We should beat them by 15 because they've gutted their whole team. They
Who's
are
their quarterback, man? Is it Drew Lock?
I don't know. Drew Lock, I think, is the best quarterback that's listed, but I don't know who their starting quarterback is. So, we got the Steelers at home. As long as Justin Fields ain't the quarterback, I don't have no worries at all.
You're afraid of Justin Fields, but not Russ.
Yeah, why would I be scared of Neighborlater? I'm sorry, Mr. Neighborlater.
You gonna keep disrespecting Russ, and he gonna put 400 on y'all, and I can't wait because
Listen,
when he does, you gotta come see me.
TP, when was the last time Mr. Neighborlater put up 400?
I don't know, but he gonna do it on y'all.
The one thing about the NFL, when you get older, when you start heading down that hill, you don't get better. And he's not going to get better. Like, as long, wait, what's this? Yeah, no, he got a few more weeks before he get benched. So, no, we're going to win that game. That game I ain't worried about. And the game that I used to be worried about, but I ain't worried about no more, is them Rams. Woo! Thank you, sir, for retiring. Thank you. Thank you. That, you know what? That retirement probably put us in the playoffs. Whew. Aaron Donald, so you are you know what? Nobody better not say nothing bad about Mr. Donald. That man is
bad about him.
For real. Nothing. Because, like, he might hear it and he might want to talk about it. So I ain't got nothing bad to say about that man. Now, y'all need to hear me out on this one. Because this is about history. And our coach, for some strange reason, went on a podcast and said it out loud. But much like the Detroit Pistons and Michael Jordan, we are the Patrick Mahomes stoppers. We beat him every year. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't even care. But we beat them. We win that game. And it's early. It's late October. I like that. The Bengals, I think with our pass rush, we beat the Bengals. Joe Burrow don't stay on his spot. So if he has to move around, we win on that one. This second game with the Chiefs. Now, again, this is history. We split the last 3 seasons. We split. Depending on where we are in the playoff race, I hope we don't split this one. I hope we get both wins. But if we get both wins, that should put us in first place. If we don't, that put us in second place and probably in the playoffs.
If your auntie had a penis, it'd be your uncle.
Oh my God.
Talk about if we split, if we win both. That's some other bullshit. Y'all talk about the Super Bowl champions. Y'all got that goddamn high school line. They gonna talk about y'all splitting with the damn Chiefs.
Are you done, sir? Are you done?
They gonna beat shit down y'all leg. Y'all lost DBs and every damn thing.
Oh wait, I left out the Dolphins. We play the Dolphins in Miami in November. We win that game. I ain't worried about it. The Dolphins gonna Dolphin from November on. We win that game.
It's good that y'all get the Chiefs early in the season, towards the middle of the season instead of towards the end.
Yeah, that's why I said if we split that series, that puts us in position to be second in division and pretty much guarantee us playoff. If we win both games, we in first and we definitely go into the playoffs. I think down the stretch is where it starts to get kind of easier for us because down the stretch we got the Broncos, we got
the Dolphins.
Yeah.
What y'all gonna beat them in?
That by that time point in the season, that boy gonna be to a sea ghost in November. I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about the Bucs. We go, man. Listen. December 8th.
The
December 8th.
NFL said the Bucs have the fifth easiest schedule for a reason.
I got to move. I'm going on a party ride. We finna beat them Bucs in their house, and I'm gonna electric slide. I'm gonna put. You know what? I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live with my electric slide, and I'm gonna electric slide all the way down Tampa Bay Boulevard, all the way to the. I might have to stop when I get to Dale Mabry because like Marlo at some point might try to jump on me, but I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna be electric sliding all the way out the stadium. Do y'all know the Bucs let Detroit come in their stadium and beat them? They let the Chiefs come in their stadium and beat them. They let the Buffalo Bills come in their stadium and beat them. Like everybody get a turn. The only people the Bucs beat is the NFC South. That's it. But we beat the Bucs. We helped the Bucs out immediately the next week and beat the Falcons. We beat the Jaguars, helped TP Team Squad out. I like the end of our season. We got the Saints. We win that game. Derek Carr, we beat him, and then we got the Chargers at the end of the season. Yeah, I like, and I even. Wow, do y'all realize we got a shot to win the division because of that schedule? Miss Wright, do you understand? Like me and Marlo been going at each other since we was like in middle school. Like the level of trash talk has been, it's generational at this point. I know we spent a lot of time on the schedules and everything. It's a couple things that I did want to get to. TP, I sent you the tweet by Joe Knows. So there is I'm air quoted. I'm really going. Let me hold on. Let me go full screen because I want to make sure I get a nice, lovely clip on this. There is a content creator that calls himself a college football journalist. His name is Joe Knows. And I've spoken to him before about some things he said about HBCUs, and we had we can't pretty much agree to disagree. So I didn't have any beef with him or anything like that. However, just recently he posted, and I'm assuming most of his stuff is on TikTok, and he was talking about Cormani, and I've been very blunt in saying that how Cormani has been treated has been downright evil. No, me and Marlo aren't related. We damn near been brothers since 7th grade. But the whole Cormani thing had rubbed me the wrong way because we got grown men telling us that this kid is no good.
That who is no good?
Cormani.
Okay.
And so because we like to use history to kind of bring things into perspective. Yeah. So I'm old enough to know that Randy Moss at one point was at Notre Dame. Then he was at Florida State. And then he was at Marshall. Right. In the same season.
I'm going to hit y'all up later. I got to join this other show.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, later, Doc. Appreciate you, man.
Anytime.
So we got to understand that young men make mistakes. And as leaders, as saviors of HBCU football, as the chosen one in the mountains, we expect certain things of you and your staff. And so when you have your mouthpieces out here berating a young man who's entered the transfer portal, you are making it difficult for him to get to his new spot. Cormani has now taken a preferred walk-on position at the University of Florida. He will not be eligible to get a scholarship until December because, as my understanding is, Florida doesn't have a scholarship available.
Right.
However, this TikToker decided that he would berate this kid, question the reasons why he's transferring, and then say, and I quote, his mother who can't keep a man. We joke on this show. We play tough on this show. But never behind this camera and this keyboard am I playing tough guy. Never
That's tough.
behind this camera and this keyboard am I acting like I'm the biggest and the baddest. I don't use my platform to destroy.
Yeah.
And as a black man, to hear I have no idea what Ricco is. None. He could be black, white, Puerto Rican. I don't know. But I've never used this platform to destroy a young African American kid trying to make his way. And that's what's happening. And the only reason that I'm pointing Ricco out is because for some reason, my algorithm on TikTok, anything that Ricco says, somebody else is saying it. So now there is an echo chamber because Ricco got all these followers. I'm going to say it so I can get all these followers. That's a problem. TP, I'm going to ask you this. If somebody was talking about your mama like that, what would happen?
Well, let me ask you a question. Do I have physical access to them?
Luckily, no. But if you did have physical access to them,
I'd be in jail.
the,
There isn't anything I'm gonna let slide when it come to talking about my mama. That's something that you should understand. You know, I know a lot of people don't have great relationships with their mom. Some people just don't. But there's still a level of respect that I would hold for any person's mom. I would never disrespect another man's mama. There's lines you don't cross. Because now we passed the threshold of talking shit, and now we're being disrespectful. And we're being disrespectful in the terms, and those are fighting words. Now over the internet, I can't get my hands on you. Um, I've never been one to argue back and forth with anybody, especially not over the internet. I'm not doing it. You said what you said, and the only thing I'm gonna tell you is keep that same energy if I ever see you in person. I'm not about to come looking for you, but if our paths cross, it's on site, and on site is on site.
that's this. What we don't, we got this beautiful internet. We got this tool to do beautiful things with, and we're doing dastardly things because we're broken inside. Are you upset that these kids get these opportunities? Because over and over and over and over again, like platform after platform after platform, these kids shouldn't be able to transfer. They should have to be able to perform before they get money. That's not what the Supreme Court said. The Supreme Court said they can make money and you cannot regulate them from making money. That's what they said. Their face card is their name, image, and likeness. That's it. If somebody's willing to give them money because they are an athlete and they play football, that's it. You can't tie it to the university. You can't tie it to performance on the field. You can't do any of that.
Right.
So your time has passed. I would love to go back in time and be fit and in shape and 6'5" and be able to run and go to the Olympics. That's not gonna happen for me. So being mad at these kids because, hey man, this ain't working out for me. I'm gonna go try and see if I can catch on somewhere else. Pray for them, thank them, wish them well. Be good human beings. That's the easiest thing in the world to do. It don't
No,
cost
it's
you
it's
time to be a good person.
it's easier to be a nasty person because you don't have to be altruistic to do it. There's something that has to be within you that tells you that doing the right thing is the right thing. Helping people is and always has been a choice. But for people that are naturally altruistic, it's not a choice. You see somebody that needs help, you help them. It's a natural thing to them. They don't have to try. Just like people that are nasty all the time, they don't have to try to be nasty. That is who they are. And my mama taught me to believe people for who they are the first time they show you.
Yep. It's dude,
And I
just
ain't letting shit slide.
um
I don't let
and
shit slide.
what's going on? I hope I'm saying this right. Akwe, is that right? Thank you for coming to the pod. Hey, I just and I don't want people to think that like I got a personal issue with this guy. It's just that I don't. I think sometimes when we get to a certain point, we forget. Hey, man, it's just some stuff we shouldn't do. It's just some stuff we shouldn't do. Like me and Marlo, we get on each other about, dang, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or maybe you shouldn't have said that on the podcast. Like he definitely shouldn't have said the whole penis thing, but that's just part of the comedy. I hope nobody got offended by it, but that's just part of the comedy. We're not berating anybody, and I don't have no uncle or nobody like that, so just put that out there. Um, so the other thing that was on the itinerary that I didn't get out to you is that ESPN, Fox, and Warner Brothers Discovery have a name for their new venture. It is called VENU, VENU, and it's concerning because there are HBCUs and FCS schools or FCS conferences that are coming up to renew their media rights deals. And if two of the major players who control both the SEC, the ACC, the Big Ten, and the Big 12, if they control the major markets, the value for FCS schools may be extremely high or maybe extremely low. But with the consolidation of streaming media partners, those there's not a lot of bids out there to bid against or to bid for services of FCS conferences, of FCS schools, or in HBCUs. We looking at something serious because the contracts for the Big Ten and the SEC, those are already set in stone. So how is this going to work with these three media partners all streaming everything together? I think Warner Brothers is the only one. Warner Brothers Discovery is the only one that does not have a current media rights deal with any conference. So I don't, man. TP, I don't know. I don't know. It could be very good. Or it could be very bad.
It don't sound good. It don't
Are we talking?
sound good. Like it sounds like they're trying to build a monopoly. You know, but we live in a country that like to diversify options, and when we start having bullies that kind of like shit on the little man, and then now we're trying to be all inclusive, and it's not going to work. Because
Yep.
at the end of the day, who's going to pay for all that?
That is a good. And just so we clear, VNU is supposed to be for people who don't pay for cable TV packages. So it's
Right.
supposed to be for, the people that get the internet, and instead of getting YouTube TV, they will get YouTube TV and VNU for their sports packages. Which
But then
again,
you would still have to pay for the additional NBA package.
exactly.
And if you want to get the Sunday ticket, that's still going to be $350 for the season.
Mm-hmm.
But you can consolidate that into your bill in August. and pay for it throughout the fall and winter time.
Right.
Your bill would potentially be about $250 a month.
That's a lot of money for entertainment.
And that's just that. That's not including if you want to watch Hulu, if you have
Mhm.
Netflix, which is about to raise their prices again because they are starting to get more live events. The whole idea of cutting cords was to save money. And all it is doing is costing us more and making it harder to access certain things.
Man, imagine going Spectrum free and then having to be pushed right back to Spectrum because it's more expensive in the streets than it is with Spectrum. It's absolutely crazy. But we gonna keep monitoring that. We gonna keep monitoring. I tried to get Sam on today so we can talk about the NCAA Madden bundle, but we'll get his FCS perspective when he can come on. But I do want to talk about this. TP, they got an ultimate team in NCAA football. So I can get the Madden bundle and I can get the NCAA bundle. And I can make these children have terrible experiences with just me buying bundles.
This is just another example of EA trying to get in your pockets. And they are going to be successful.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
They don't try. They get in your pockets.
TP, I'm part of the problem because if they give me a Eric Dickerson SMU character, man, y'all can cancel Christmas. Y'all just gonna be mad every game. Every game, y'all gonna be mad playing with me. Oh yeah, I'm out of retirement now. Especially after Ash beat me 12-0 in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I'm out of retirement. I'm out of retirement. Yep, yep. And next weekend, Ash gonna have to see me. It might be live. I might stream it. I'm gonna get my get back. No, I got whooped so bad. This man, this young man called me into his house so I can play video games with him and proceeded to beat the brakes off of me. The absolute joy in his heart. Like I have to steal his joy now. This can't stand. Like it can't. Absolutely cannot.
30 carries, 268 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's what Eric Dickerson gonna average.
Yeah, that's all about right.
I just
And
don't want it to be a copy of Madden. Like I know the NCAA comes out before Madden. I don't want it to be a copy. It should not be a carbon copy. It should be a totally different thing. I don't know how I feel about the Ultimate Team. College football was never meant to be that. It was supposed to be you build your school, you do your recruiting in the off season, and during the season you set up visits and you do it that way. That's how you know what I'm saying? That's how you play the game. Ultimate Team for what? Like what's the mode? Just for head to head games now we have to build our whole college team. So it's basically Madden just with college jerseys. Because if you think about a lot of the old players, if we're bringing in old players, they do that on Madden. So what's the difference? What where do we draw the line as far as this is NCAA, this is Madden, and these are two different games?
I just I just want the ability to bust bundles and beat on people churn. Like I should leave every NCAA football game where I win 55-14. And if I don't, I need to pull my credit card out, buy me some old bundles until it get right.
I just hope you know how to stop RPOs because that's what you're gonna see. RPOs, triple option. I mean, it's gonna be fun. I'm
Oh
gonna be playing it. You know, bring back the wishbone,
yeah,
the triple option.
if if I see one wishbone playbook, it's over for y'all. It
I'm
is.
running. I'm running wishbone T,
Oh
flex,
God.
and the
Oh
wing
God.
T. The
My
wing T, not to be confused with the T formation.
listen. I can tell you what my running back, my backfield is. If these players are even in the game, my backfield will be Darian Hagan will be my quarterback. My fullback will be Tom Rathman. Eric Bieniemy will be one one running back, and Eric Dickerson will be the other running back. Y'all not seeing the ball. Y'all
Give
think
give me Tommy Frazier at quarterback, and I'm running the ball every play. Give me Tommy Frazier.
I, I would never I would never disrespect the game and throw a pass if I had the ability to get those players. Y'all, it's gonna be dark, like dark. If you
But
go
hey,
dig,
I don't know if you talked about it earlier, but I saw it this morning. Um, the vice president at FAMU resigned amid. I don't know if you talked about it.
so we didn't really talk about it today. She resigned from the advancement part, the vice president of advancement. She resigned
Okay,
from that. She's still the dean of the SBI, School of Business and Industry. She's still the dean there. Key points is that she had asked beforehand, like I want to say a year in advance, to like drop that VP of advancement role. And I think as it was described that when they looked and did a national search for her replacement, they didn't like the candidates that came in. And this lady had brought in, I think, and I'm just quoting off the top of my head, I want to say like $73 million in cash and another $10 million in commitments. So I think the university saw that, hey, she's bringing in cash. Why are we looking for somebody else? Let's just try and convince her to stay on. I think that was part of the thought process. Not a bad thought process, but it's kind of like having two quarterbacks. If you got two quarterbacks, you don't really have one.
yeah.
So,
There's no leader.
yep. So I think
There's
that's
no
where
yeah
the problem is.
yeah.
We did talk about they're doing the investigation. We're gonna find out where everything goes from there. I didn't really want to get into it too much because y'all seen me beat that dead horse about, hey, we need to look at Carter. I'm sure when that investigation shake out, Carter is gonna be front and center part of that investigation because in order to think somebody is worth any amount of money, there had to be a valuation. And I know, and everybody else knows, that valuation came from Carter. Whether it was garbage in, garbage out is irrelevant. That
Yeah.
valuation came from Carter. Carter's going to have to answer for that. And Carter has their own scandals going back 6 months ago. So, again, that is very well a possibility as to why he chose them to do his valuation and his stocks and all of that. But again, we'll see how that all shakes out from the investigation. I did say though, St. Pete showed up, St. Pete showed out in the story.
Cool.
I do want to thank, like, we got 93 in the building. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Um, again, we want to celebrate those who work for the people. So Miss Danny Wright, um, um, a couple other people in the industry that are actual media people. We do this for the love. We do this because, history is important. We do this because COVID hit and there were no barbershop discussions. This is our barbershop discussion. However, I did not. I hate that Marlo's not here. It's mental health awareness month, and I don't talk about it a lot, but because of some stuff that other people are going through, it kind of makes me want to talk about it. Um, Before Ash was born, my dad passed. I had a relationship that broke up at the same time, and I also had prostate cancer. So I was not in any way, shape, or form mentally in the best place to do anything. I didn't want to program, and if you know me, I love to sit down and just, if I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna watch a podcast about programming, read a book about. I didn't want nothing to do with programming. Like, I was completely burnt out. I didn't want to talk about it. I wouldn't be about it. So my best friend in life, Marlo, kept checking on me, kept making sure I was okay, and I wasn't okay. But the fact that somebody kept checking on me kept me going.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to hang out with somebody and reach out with somebody when everything is going good. Your real friends is the ones that check on you when everything is bad. And unfortunately, I'm not a fair weather friend. I'm not. If everything going good, I'm gonna call, hey, how everything doing? When I know something going bad, hey, what you need?
Yeah.
Damn everything else what you need. Because that's the friends that surround me, them FAMU people, Dallas, Florida, when I was at Florida State, that's the people. Those are my people. God surrounded me with people that I needed to help me keep going. So if you out there and you're going through something, you can just reach out and say, hey, Troy, I'm going through a little something. Can you say a prayer for me? Hit me in the DM. I'm going through something. What? Because I know what it was like. I've been there. Like, I used to just be home crying for no reason, man.
Yeah.
So it's okay not to be okay. Reach out. And for the people that know somebody's going through something, be a good friend and reach out to them. Even if they tell you they okay, you ain't got to necessarily talk. You can just be there. Shit, Marlo used to be like, hey, man, let's go do something. We went fishing. We did all kind of shit. So it's okay not to be okay, man. Just reach out. But that's my time for this week. TP, what you got?
Well, I don't know really how to, follow that up. That was deep, and I appreciate you sharing. I would say if you know somebody that can't advocate for themselves, be that voice. There's a lot of, we are in Mental Health Awareness Month. So, I was having a conversation with a guy today at work. He was just telling me his past and his struggles with his anxiety and, you know, seeing a counselor for years. And I was just asking him, how did it help you? Were you able to deal with the anxiety in the way that you were able to still be productive outside of that? And for some time, there are people that may be struggling in silence. And you can tell if you just have a conversation with them. And then sometimes you have to be an advocate for people that don't have a voice. You have to be in, if you have a position, whether it be at work, if you're in school, wherever you are, if you know somebody that's going through something and they don't have the power or the means to speak up for themselves, I'm going to empower you to be that advocate for them, be that voice, be that helping hand that gets them through whatever they're going through, because we all have dark clouds. We all have storms that come over our head, and we don't necessarily know how to get out of it. We don't know who to talk to. We don't know how to talk to the people when we need to talk to them. So that is my challenge for y'all. If you know somebody that's going through something, be that voice.
Well, again, I want to thank everybody for showing so much love tonight. Thank you. Thank you. These clips, and again, uh, throughout the podcast, from time to time, there's a link to the podcast. You can listen to the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere that you consume your audio podcast. You will be able to see the Gathering of Old Men podcast. It'll be under Fat Mouth Sports. There's the Gathering of Old Men podcast, and there's the Madness Basketball podcast. All of those podcasts are now up to date. Apparently, just recently after I got all of the streams for the podcast up to date, we had a update from GoDaddy on the server, and so when that updated, it updated everything. Thank you for the like. So all of the podcasts are up to date. Please enjoy. We have tons of clips of just us goofing off on YouTube. Some very, very funny skits. There is a YouTube short about the Marching 100. Just take a look. And if you dig real deep, there's the whole Houston Hotel Derek thing is explained in detail, which I was, yeah. Uh, yeah, my relationship status was very different then. So we had a whole conversation about Hotel Derek. So, but for the Gathering of Old Men podcast, myself TP, thanks for the special guest Doc Holiday. Please go check out his podcast on YouTube. We are out.